Hey guys, welcome back to the Don't Settle Squad podcast, episode 76, The Permission of Others, a Roadblock to Your Greatness. We subconsciously wait for approval or permission from others to be our best selves, but in this episode I'll show you how this happens and how to overcome it. So this episode is sparked by something I was chatting about during the week on Instagram. It's actually a random story from Longford Town Soccer under 16s. So I'm 32 now, 16 years ago, half a lifetime ago, which is crazy. But I was playing soccer for Longford Town and I had a great coach there. There was a season, I think it was maybe like when I was 15 and 16, we had 2 seasons there with a manager, and it was best seasons of football I've ever played, and we did really well. I think we won the league and cup double, got pretty far in whatever the All-Ireland kind of tournament was at the time. But it's funny because at the time I thought he was a weirdo. I was like, what's all these weird tactics and things that he would do with us in training? But in hindsight, some of it was actually amazing. He clearly studied philosophy, psychology. I knew he had a psychology background. But you'll see what he was doing. Basically, he was trying to bring out our greatness. He was trying to bring out the best versions of ourselves. Not just for the pitch, but also that would translate over to the soccer pitch as well. So you'll see my example be intertwined into this. So the first point, we'll have 3 points here. First one is, awe is an invitation to imitate. Okay, so I love that quote. When you're in awe of something, it's an invitation to imitate it. And this is something that's very natural. Think of kids. When you're born, we've no skills and we're always looking at our parents or our primary caregivers, and we look at them talking, we look at them walking, and you can see sometimes babies, their eyes are just, they're just in awe of everything, because obviously they're so young, they don't really know what's happening, and they'll just be in awe of people walking and talking and doing all these things. The classic peekaboo blows their mind. But that's what we're designed to do. Humans learn through imitation, and that's how we've learned since the beginning of time. So just like the baby being in awe of someone walking and talking, it still happens as you get older. You're in awe of people. I suppose I can just give my own examples. I was always in awe of people who stood up and say what they thought, who weren't afraid of being embarrassed or being ashamed, because they're just speaking their mind and speaking from the heart. People going on and doing great physical tasks. People, UFC fighters, I love following all their journeys. People are really strong, people are really mobile, people are really fit, people who are really wise. So I'm in awe every single day just by scrolling through Instagram, because I've curated the feed to people that inspire me. So this goes on all throughout our life, all the way since we were babies. But what can happen then is, moving on to the second point, I just called it Simon Says, because we all know what that game is. When we're in awe of the mentor, the friend, the primary caregiver, the coach, whoever it is, we can subconsciously put them as the person who decides what we do in terms of our potential. Okay, so what have I down here? We subconsciously wait for our mentor's approval or encouragement. And again, this is normal. Think of the old times again. There was always a ritual or a rite of passage to becoming a man. And that would be facilitated by the elders, like the father, the uncles, the stronger, wiser men in the community. So again, that's a normal thing. We would always be in awe of the people above us, we'll say, when we're a kid. And then, when they're kind of coaching us, mentoring us, there's different rituals and rites of passage. But we're subconsciously wanting and waiting for their approval and their guidance to show us the way forward, which again, it's all normal stuff. But in modern times now it can be different. We may not have the rituals, we may not have the rite of passage, you may not have that great mentor or the coach or whoever it is. And because of that, we're not reaching our full potential, because again, we needed someone to guide us to it and to give us permission to bring it out. So to go into the soccer example then, it was just a random training session. So like I said, the under 16 Longford Town team on the AstroTurf out in Flancare Park, and this day the manager brought a speaker set with them. Again, we'd never done this before, so total random thing, didn't even say what he was doing. We were just setting up, getting ready for the training. We're obviously kicking the balls around in the goal, taking shots and stuff, just waiting for training to start. And he sets up the speaker system just outside the AstroTurf. And I won't give the massive long story, but basically he started playing the song that you all know if you love soccer, the Elvis song, Little Less Conversation. You know, that remix that was on the Nike ad. So that's what I shared on Instagram, and some people were saying, oh yeah, this ad was class. Yeah, it was the best ad ever. That, you know, they're on the ship at sea, and like all the best players in the world, is like Totti, Ronaldinho, Figo, all these guys are playing that soccer tournament, and the Elvis song Little Less Conversation is playing. So what happened then is he played that song, and at different stages through the session he was saying different things. And I suppose for my kind of background, I'm the kind of shyer, introverted guy. I can speak my truth now. Like I'd said before, I was in all those people, and they've helped me to become that person. It's still not easy for me. It's still not a natural thing. I think I'm talking to my younger self when I look at this camera. So that was how I was with soccer. I was pretty talented. I would have been one of the better ones on the team. Got to Ireland trials level a bit after that for people if you don't know, but I never made it. Never made it to England, or never actually made it onto the Ireland team. I was just on the wider squad. So I had talent, but I would really struggle with confidence. So confidence was the big thing for me, and I would never want to hug the ball. So I could take it past probably 1, 2, 3 players, whatever, but I would like maybe get past one player, I was right back, maybe get past one player and then pass the ball, because I never wanted to be that person who was like hogging the ball, or someone shouting at me for not passing it, or just kind of being the centre of attention either. I didn't like any of that stuff. So when the music was playing, obviously everyone thought they were Ronaldinho. Like that music was playing, it reminded us of the ad, and everyone had a bit more flair about them and a bit more confidence. And then what he said was, okay guys, now it's time to be selfish. I want to see the best skills that you've got. Don't pass the ball, show me what you got. And then I got the ball, and because I had his permission, I dribbled past the whole team. So I took there was like a small AstroTurf pitch, I think it was like 5 aside. I dribbled past 5 players in a row, and then I chipped it over the keeper as he was coming out and scored. And like, just such a flow zone moment. Like everyone was like, ah, and people were jumping on me, and I was like, I couldn't tell you what I did, or I maybe couldn't have done it again in that way. But yeah, just, you know, something worthy of that Nike ad. And I remember the managers kind of smiling on the sidelines, and yeah, I didn't understand it at the time. It's only now in hindsight that I've learned more about psychology, philosophy, etc. Learn more about myself, about progress, about self-development. Like, I see what's happened there. Like, he has given me nothing new. Okay? He has given me nothing new. All he has done there is through different methods. He has allowed me to access my true potential through giving me permission by saying that, and then also through the music, which can give us confidence and bring out certain emotions in us as well. Okay, so that's the crucial thing there. That was in me all along. Like, music is just sound waves. His voice is just like sound waves. That doesn't just add on something to me that I don't already have. So it's actually just bringing out stuff that's already inside of me. So yeah, he gave me permission in that moment to be selfish, which I was afraid to do, to be my best self, which I was afraid to do. He gave me permission to do all these things in that moment, and also the addition of the music, which gives you, like I said, the confidence as well, and making you feel like you're Ronaldinho in that ad. So yeah, like I can see the methods that he did and how effective they were now in hindsight. And like I was saying, like I went on to play the best soccer of my life that season. Like playing right back, I would call for the ball from the keeper pretty much every time, and usually get past 1 or 2 players, pass the ball, and now we're in a great attacking position. Whereas before, wouldn't have had the confidence for that. But just through all these different methods and its coaching over those years, I was able to do that. And that's what would have got me like onto the kind of Ireland trials level as well. So yeah, like it's a great example to show, like I'm saying, how we wait for that permission from other people. So we'll go on to point 3 now, which is you don't need their permission. Okay. Usually, like I'm saying, with the rites of passages and everything, you could say that's like a soccer rite of passage there with the coach. We all need that. We all need that in some shape or form. But the learning from that is, like I've already said, it was inside you all along. And once you start to realise these things, quotes from the past, really wise quotes from famous people of the past, will start to make more sense. And the one from Miyamoto Musashi, the greatest swordsman of all time, explains it here. There's nothing outside yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within, everything exists. Seek nothing outside of yourself. So he is saying exactly what I'm saying there. I'm trying to explain it to you in a way that hopefully makes sense, because a lot of the times I'd read these quotes and I'm like, I don't know what this means. But that's what he's saying. All of your potential is already inside you. There's nothing to add on. All these coaches do, all music does, all these external things do is help you to access the part of yourself that's already inside you, but you struggle to access for numerous reasons. Through your personality, let's say for me, through lack of confidence, through whatever it is, they're just helping you get past those barriers, access that part of yourself and bring it out. But they've given you nothing new. And that's such an empowering thing to realize, because I was that person who thought I didn't have it. I don't have X, I don't have Y, I don't have the confidence of this person, I don't have the skills of that person. But again, it's all within. I just didn't have the guide to help me access it. So that's what I said in the last point. Like all these coaches, mentors, even things like music, they all just help you access what's already inside. It's the catalyst to erupt the dormant volcano of your potential. Okay, so such an important thing to realize. Yes, use all these mentors, use these coaches, maybe even me, like me as the coach or even me doing the content. I see people acting differently, or even people telling me that I've never met how they're now acting differently because of something I've said. Like just think of that again. It's the exact same thing happening here. People usually want to speak their mind, speak from the heart, then they see me doing it. For a while they're following my content and then they start doing it in their life. Or maybe because I followed my heart and done different things and followed passions and stuff, now they start doing it. Why didn't they do it before? They could have done it before. Have I altered their personality through my words? Have I brainwashed them? No. I've just given them permission. Subconsciously. They don't realise this, but because they see me doing it, I've subconsciously given them permission by doing it myself and saying that it's okay for you to do it, and then they've gone on to do it slowly, built up the confidence and gone from there and accessed the parts themselves that they really wanted to but struggled to before. And if you follow me for a while, I'm a big fan of Jocko Willink. He literally has a YouTube video on that where the question in the Q&A was, it was just someone saying thanks so much for changing my life, you changed my life. And he humbly and accurately said, that's cool, but I didn't change anything. You changed you. Only you can change you. I just helped to facilitate that. And again, he's saying the same thing Musashi's saying, he's saying the same thing that I'm saying. And I say that to clients too. Overcome the chronic pain, you helped me get back to sport, you helped me overcome chronic pain when no one else could, etc., etc. You helped me do this, you did this. I'm like, no, I didn't. I know enough about it now to say that I can't make anyone do anything. All I do is facilitate that. I give them the information. I show them how to apply the information, which is usually what's missing. I show them the path on the downfalls to look out for, how to overcome them, etc. I show them all these things. But I can't walk the path for them. I can't do it for anyone. Why do some clients do great, other clients don't do so well? Even though I'm giving them the same effort and the same coaching. So it's just to say that it's all from inside. Only you can change you. Other people are just giving you the permission and the coaching to do it. So we'll finish there. Hopefully that's as inspiring to you as it was to me when I was reflecting on this and other parts of my life and seeing, when is my best self coming out? How is it coming out? And the answer is all the stuff that I've told you in this video. So finishing up then for the in-person coaching, it's at Brazier Jiu-Jitsu and Inchicore every Saturday. So we got the mobility class there, and then we got Jiu-Jitsu afterwards. Mobility class 11:30, 12:30. Jiu-Jitsu 12:45 to 2 p.m. So if you want to start your mobility journey, overcoming chronic pain and injury, getting back your athletic potential, or Jiu-Jitsu journey, which is a martial art great for self-defense, you can email me, guidandsettle@gmail.com, or else DM me on Instagram. I can set you up with a free trial. And for the online coaching then, the Physical Freedom Program, so that's the same thing, the Overcoming Chronic Pain and Injury. We've the membership, cheaper version there, and then the one-to-one access as well. So that's it for this week. So follow Rate the Podcast. To support me. If you're liking it, do it on Spotify. It takes 2 clicks. Or else if it's on YouTube, subscribe is the best thing. And don't settle. Live true to yourself. We'll talk to you next week.